And I'm Rory. I'm Kara. I'm Chloe. I'm Nate. I'm Matthew.
Hi, I'm Livia.
I'm Finn. I'm Jake. I'm Abby. I'm Declan. I'm Isla. I'm Taryn. And I'm Story. I'm Kai. And I'm Brooks. I'm Sophie. I'm Magnolia. I'm Lucas. I'm Marco. I'm Bennett. And I'm Shirley. I'm Amani. And I'm Capri. And this is MagTV.
Hi there. Welcome to our February episode of MagTV. I'm Sophie.
I'm Finn. We have a special episode for you ahead. We're going to tell you the latest with the student who had a bad injury and who the school is rallying around to support. Also, we'll take you to a beach cleanup and show you a cool piece of technology we have in our innovation lab.
And I'm Chloe. First, with a look back of some of the other things that happened around campus this month, here's Abby.
Thanks, guys. We had a busy and exciting month with dinner. It started with the family prom, which was 80s themed. That was a ton of fun. We also took it even further back in time with a Western Day. Speaking of going back, we had our 100th day of school, and some people dressed up for vacation, like they were 100 years old. We had President's Day, Valentine's Day, and our assembly, which also featured all of the finalists for the yearbook.
Our 2022-2023 yearbook cover. Drum roll, please. Ozzy Hearn. Where's Ozzy at?
How do you think of drawing all those things?
As the year was going on, I was trying just to think of everything that happened, and then all the stuff that happens every year.
And this was the one I was choosing, created by second grader Ozzy Hearn. Congratulations and a great job everyone who entered. It was a tough decision. And of course, just like we started the month, we're going back to the 80s for a jogathon. Have a great time out there and run hard. For Back DC, I'm Abby, back to you guys.
Thanks, Abby. Now to a tough story about one of our friends here at Magnolia.
Leland Corman is in Miss Lupiga's class and recently suffered a serious injury. The Magnolia community and Carlsbad community have done a lot to support Leland and his family. Capri has a look for us.
Thanks, Sophie. Leland's a third grader here at Magnolia in the Team Mag classes. And they've all rallied around his family since they got word about Leland's injury.
You can feel better by knowing you have so many people supporting you and caring about you. And so I think it's the job of Magnolia and of our class to just keep that positivity heading towards Leland, because when you know you have people supporting you, it's easier to get better faster.
A recent 5K run was dedicated to Leland, where over $5,000 was raised for the Mitchell Thorpe Foundation. Over 100 people from Magnolia came to run. There's also a GoFundMe for Leland that was raised tens of thousands of dollars to support his family, and the students here at Magnolia have made posters and cards for Leland. Why is it important to make cards and posters for Leland?
So he knows that he's really loved, and so we can show appreciation for him and his family.
What do you miss about having him in class?
He's really funny and he's fun to play with. He always makes us laugh.
We want him to feel loved.
What would you tell Leland if you could send him a message?
Well, it's not the same without him.
Leland is a big fan of the LA Kings.
Hey Leland, it's Drew Doughty here. Just want to wish you the best. Want to know that we're all here supporting you.
The Lakers and the Padres.
I hopefully see you around soon, alright?
He also loves playing hockey and flag football. He also loves roller coasters, sushi, and playing Fortnite. If you want to make something for Leland, you can bring it to Miss Lupiga, who will make sure he gets it. We're all wishing Leland and his family the best and can't wait till he gets back to Magnolia. From MagTV, I'm Capri. Back to you, Chloe.
Thank you, Capri. We are all thinking about you, Leland. We are also lucky to live in a beach town, and it's important for us to do our part and keep it beautiful.
Analia takes us to the beach cleanup that some of our Magnolia students took part in, for why it's such a big deal.
Thanks, Finn. Did you know more than 14 million pieces of plastic end up in the ocean every year? The garbage left on the beach ends up in the water, which can hurt marine life. Plus, it makes the beach look bad when we visit, too. Why are you guys out here today?
I'm out here just to pick up trash and help the earth be a better place. My family loves the beach, so we want to clean it up.
What did you find?
I found some cigarettes, some burnt paper, and packaging tape. It's really horrifying.
So what are the most common things that end up on the beach? Plastic bags, straws, and cigarette butts. And it takes hundreds of years for some of these to decompose. We had dozens of students make it out from Magnolia to help. But even if you didn't get out here, there's still plenty you can do to make sure to avoid littering. Remind friends to pick up their trash at the beach and do some research on the effect of trash on our beaches and oceans. For MagTV, I'm Analia. Back to you, Sophie.
Now deciding that's pretty special to have on an elementary school campus.
Declan is at the Innovation Lab with more of the 3D printer.
Thanks, guys. We're lucky enough to have a 3D printer in the Innovation Lab. What stuff have we made?
Kids have made all sorts of creative things that go along with their projects. Maybe something they're creating in Genius Hour, or a cool shape or model to go along with their habitat. Pretty much all sorts of different things.
I made a whale.
That's awesome. Do you know how long it took?
It took 5 hours and 2 minutes, but it was just such an excitement to build.
So first the students design using Tinkercad. They design it on this base right here. And once they've designed it, they upload it to RoboCloud. And then the 3D printer will be able to read that file and print. And it's printed using filament, which you see right here. And out pops the design that you had planned using Tinkercad.
The plan is to use it for all sorts of cool prototypes and to help kids with their projects in the future. I'm Declan from MagTV. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Declan.
It's now time for our teacher feature. Story is with our kindergarten teacher, Miss Kramer.
Thanks, Sophie. Hi, Miss Kramer. How long have you been teaching at Magnolia?
Ooh, this is my 12th year at Magnolia, and before that I was at Kelly Elementary School down the hill.
Oh, so you've been here kind of a long time. Yeah. How do you keep things interesting for your students?
I think as a teacher, it's always good to look at best practices and be on teacher blogs and see what else people are doing, and then see some of the exciting stuff that people are doing around the country, and then bringing that to Magnolia and bringing it for my students.
Tell us about your family.
Well, I'm married, and together we have 3 children. Our oldest is Sydney. She's 26. She's married now, and she works at UCSD in their study abroad program. Then we have Riley, who graduated from Chapman University. She's back home living with us, but she's now working at Callaway Golf. And then we have Travis, who's 19, who's a student at Berklee College of Music, which is in Boston, but he's doing it online now, so he's staying here.
Want to play a game of this or that?
Absolutely.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Books or movies?
Books. I love to read books.
Ice cream or cake?
Ice cream. There's always room for ice cream.
Super Bowl or the World Series?
Oh, if anybody knows me, they know it's World Series all the way. It's all about baseball.
Price is Right or Wheel of Fortune?
Oh, see, that's funny because I've been on both. But I did way better on Wheel of Fortune, so I have to go with Wheel of Fortune.
Thanks, Miss Kramer. I'm Story. Back to you.
Thanks, Story. We want to let you know of what's coming up. In March, we'll have the mini March Madness tournament featuring a battle against of all the other elementary schools in Carlsbad. Next week is also the Kindergarten Roundup for parents of incoming kindergarteners to learn about Magnolia. This month we had Valentine's Day.
So we asked everyone on campus their favorite thing about it in this edition of the Lion's Share.
What's your favorite part about Valentine's? Getting chocolate and shoving it all in my mouth.
Making breakfast for my mom. My favorite part of Valentine's Day is probably getting the presents that have love on them.
Chocolate, because I like chocolate.
Eating the candy. Probably that you get lots of candy. My favorite part about Valentine's Day is all the Valentine's treats.
Maybe the chocolates. Well, my favorite thing about Valentine's Day used to be the chocolates, but now it's just like the grams in the class, the candy grams. My favorite thing about Valentine's Day is that all the candy you get.
You get to spend times with your family and it's very nice. Chocolate. Chocolate.
Probably chocolates.
One thing we love is a good joke.
Instead, this month we went with dad jokes.
Here's Kai's and Anna's dad, Brandon, with our dad jokes of the month.
Why did the Oreo go to the dentist? It lost its filling. How do you get an astronaut's baby to stop crying? You rock it. Why don't they play poker in the jungle? Too many cheetahs. What sounds like a sneeze and is made of leather? A shoe. Good. Why are fish so smart? Because they swim in schools. Why did the employee get fired from the keyboard factory? He wasn't putting in enough shifts. Did you hear about the man who cut off his left leg? He's all right now. All right, that's what I got. Tough crowd. Thank you.
Don't forget, if you have a dad or mom with bad jokes, or have any sort of story idea you want to share with us, email us at magtvcarlsbad@gmail.com, or tell one of the members of the MagTV team.
Finally, it's time to take you to the principal's office. Here's Mr. Nelson with his words of wisdom.
Hey guys, it's Mr. Nelson. You're with me here in my office. It's the middle of February, and February is Black History Month. There's absolutely no way that I could talk about all the important, amazing, and sometimes overlooked contributions of African Americans into the fabric of our society and what makes America great. There are some that we know well, like Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali, Maya Angelou, but there are so many more, people like Claudette Colvin, Alice Coachman, Shirley Chisholm, who contributed in meaningful, important ways, who don't get the recognition that they deserve. One leader who's meant a lot to me and has made a huge impact on our country is Dr. Martin Luther King, who said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." And boys and girls, that's my hope for you, and that's my challenge to you today, that we at Magnolia be the type of people who step in and step up when things are difficult. When people around us don't seem to be doing the right thing, when people around us don't seem to care about each other, care about our community, that we be the type of people that step up and step in. We help pick up trash. We help encourage other people. We help include people who need a friend. Those are the types of people that our world needs. Those are the types of people that we want to be. That's how we continue the legacy that Dr. Martin Luther King started, by being people who step in times of challenge and controversy. That's it for me for today. As always, go Lions!
Thanks, Mr. Nelson, and that does it for this edition. I'm Chloe. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Finn. We'll see you in March for our next edition of MagTV.
And go Lions! Hi there,
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Now do something that's pretty special to have on an
Declan is at the Invention Lab.
We made all sorts of stuff like little house models or 3D or characters. And we're making all sorts of stuff like 3D printer. We're making all sorts of stuff like 3D models and little characters. We're making all sorts of stuff like chess pieces and making all sorts of stuff like chess pieces and other really cool stuff.
You're supposed to go.
Oh,
that was you. Here's Kai's dad, Brandon, with our Chad. With our Chad jokes. In March, we'll have the Mini Madness March. The Mini Madness March.
Awesome. That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Go Lions! Dun, 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 dun. We both went there.